how people arrived here back in the 1870s and were able to come from all over the world and settle here, every ethnic group you can think of. It's just mind-boggling.
When we were younger, everybody worked at the mines, in the mill, and then all the restaurants, everything downtown was open. All the kids sold ore, rock specimens that their dads would get out of the mine, and you would sell them on the street to the tourists, so you would raise money that way. When you'd walk downtown past, it was always busy.
We moved to Silverton because our family found ourselves driving a lot to the mountains, and we said, why are we driving to where we want to be?
Impulsively chose to come to Silverton because I was a backpacker, a mountain trekker, and an artist.
I was born here in Silverton at the hospital when it was still fully functional.
We moved up here one rainy fall. It rained like every day. It's awesome. I feel like if you ever get a chance to move to a place like Silverton, you have to take it because it's a wonderful place. It's not for everybody. That's why only about 500 people live here.
My favorite part about living in Silverton is definitely the access to the mountains. That's pretty incredible. My favorite part about the community in Silverton is just how much people care about each other. It's really cool to see people come together.
It has that quality of community that everybody in the world wants.
So Silverton, like most mountain communities, is seeing a huge surge in not only our economy, but in our local population. And so being a small community with limited resources, having such large growth in so many aspects really causes challenges as to how do we sustain the growth? How do we sustain our economy?
Our biggest challenge is just going to be sticking together because I've always said that we have more in common than we have in our differences.
The biggest challenge, I think, for Silverton is trying to adapt to the fast-paced world around us. Our infrastructure here is crumbling literally under the streets, and trying to maintain a town that has the same kind of infrastructure and services that the world around us, kind of requires us to upgrade and to be a part of.
So the Compass Project really started with the Silverton community needing guidance on who we are, who we want to be when we grow up, what are we going to become. So we created a partnership with community builders to guide us through community visioning. And what does the community want? Not just certain sections of the community and not just leadership, but what did Silverton as a whole want for the community?
I think when we're talking about a year-round economy and sustainability, we have to think of diversification. It's tricky for us to just rely on tourism, whether that's winter or summer, but I see us being able to diversify some of the user groups that come here. What if we were able to produce more of our resources that our town needs for growth right here in our community? And I think at the end of the day, recognizing that the future vision for Silverton really belongs to us all.
If you had 150 or even 100 full-time jobs year-round, it would make this back into what I would say is a good community again.
We have lots of different factions in this community. We call them little castles, and there's all these different castles in Silverton. And they were able to make all these people talk to each other and talk about similar issues, which was really beautiful for our small and notoriously divided community. Compass Project really allowed our community to engage in a dialogue that moves us forward rather than backwards.
And because of the Compass Project, and now turning into the Silverton Master Plan, that will give us the blueprint to address our issues like economy diversification and the housing challenges that our community faces.
And I look forward to just thriving, kicking butt, because that is what Silverton people do. Whether you work at Silverton Mountain, or you work in the tourism industry in the summer, or you're in the construction trades, or you used to work in the mines, I don't care. People in Silverton know how to kick butt. That's what we do.